Beautiful Taurus, hey, I'm here to do your reading. Gonna clear some energy and dive in. And Chippy says hello and he would like his cookie. Hope you guys are doing great today. So let's dive in and see what we've got for you today. Taurus, gonna pull these by feel. And here we go. So a couple of things while I'm vibing this out for you. I have personals readings open until midnight tonight when you see this. If you'd like a personal reading, it's $88.88, and you can see all the details below. The other thing is I'm attaching Chippy's video for you from his Dude Ranch. You guys are going to totally love it. It's like the cutest thing. I think you're going to really love it anyway. Let me know. But anyway, it's at the end of this video. So be sure to click on that and go check it out, Taurus, because he did a really spectacular reading for you. All of your energy is coming into me right now because I'm getting all these goosebumps in my arms. It's part of why I chat with you a little bit in the beginning, just to kind of let that energy come flowing in. So there you are. I feel the magnitude of the Taurus audience. You all are beyond amazing. And I have the greatest gratitude for you. So thank you so much for being here. Love my Taurus audience. So let's see what we've got here for you today, Taurus. Okay, a couple of extra cards popped in there. This is interesting so far. I think you're going to like this, Taurus. This is very, very interesting. You've got some people here. You've got some situations here. You've got love. You've got changes in love. You've got what I see, some sleepless nights happening, Taurus, for some of you. And let's just start at the beginning here. Really interesting spread. So we're starting right out with the Queen of Wands energy. This is most likely you, Taurus, really focused on what you want right now, you know, making things happen. You can see all the sunflowers around her. It's sunflower season right now in the USA, if you're in the USA watching this. So this is your season, Taurus, is what it's saying, especially if you're in the United States right now. This is really you doing a glow up right now. And I feel like from all these people I'm seeing, they're watching this, they're seeing this. You may be feeling amazing, and if not, you're going to very soon. Okay, because your crossing card here, two cards flipped over with the crossing card. We've got 3 of Swords and 2 of Swords. And I feel like there was some sort of a jam of energy with this 2 of Swords where you couldn't quite make a decision. There was something here about should I go this way or that way? And maybe it's something you didn't want to decide, but there may be something you need to part with. Okay, and this could be a relationship. This could be a job. We'll see as we go forward. You know, Queen of Wands is often a career person. So I think in some ways, some of you might be saying goodbye to a job, but it's been a difficult decision. Okay. We'll see as we go along. So in your aura here, Taurus, we've got, let me just read the fine print for a second here on this. Yeah, the moon. Yeah, the moon and the Knight of Wands. These are new cards, so yeah, I wanted to make sure. So there's something here where I feel like you're in this state of enchantment about where you want to move. Maybe where you want to move is better in your imagination than it is for real. Okay, there's something here about enchantment that I pick up with this moon card today. Now there is something about things being up in the air with this Knight of Wands, and Knight of Wands often means moving to something new, and it can be a new job, or it can be a new house, it can be a new situation. And again, we'll get more as we go along, but it's interesting he's riding a salamander, and I feel like that's gonna trigger something for somebody here. Not everybody, obviously, but there's something about these little salamanders, almost like the most unusual thing that this knight could be riding. Usually they're riding a horse, but he's riding a salamander. So there's something about that, Taurus. And again, maybe this is about fantasies for you, because this moon card, enchantment, fantasies, things looking better in the moonlight than they really are. I feel like there's something of dreaming here going on. Just be careful about illusions, whether they're coming from somebody from afar. Sometimes this Knight of Wands can be somebody who's riding in on their salamander, usually their horse, from afar. Or this could be you going somewhere to see them. This can be moving, relocating, things up in the air. Okay, so I would just watch out for illusions where it pertains to this person or this situation. Okay, moving into your past, Taurus, we have the Justice card. Okay, and this did come up reversed. Okay, so there's something here where things are out of balance or illegal. And I'm not saying anything illegal around you. I'm just saying something was unfair. I guess that's more of a word to use here. Unfair or imbalanced legally for some of you, but this is moving into the past. So that makes sense, especially if there was something that you cut out or something you had to part from, or there was a separation, separation from a marriage or even a job or something like that. Okay. Now, coming up in your immediate future, and let me just make sure what I've got here. Yeah, they gave me 2 cards coming up in your future. So we've got the 2 of Cups reversed, and this can go right along with this 3 of Swords. So in your immediate future, you might be parting from some sort of agreement or a relationship or a job or co-workers or a friendship or whatever. Could be you're parting from the past, because the card that came up next to it's the 6 of Cups. So this could be somebody from your childhood. This could be a relationship, an old relationship, and maybe you parted ways with somebody and there's nostalgia and memories, and maybe this was even a high school sweetheart or something like that goes way back in time. And this is in your kind of immediate future. Now, for some of you, this is going to be upright, like you're coming together with this person. So take it as it resonates for you. But it did come up reversed, almost like there's either like space between you and this person or an actual separation. And based on these other cards, it looks like maybe there's a parting of ways or something coming apart or something like that. But there's still this lingering longing for the past. This really big nostalgia card, and I feel it so strong. And of course, we're in Mercury retrograde, so there's going to be a lot of this showing up in all the readings, the 6 of Cups, because that's what it does. It brings back things from the past. And right now, and I actually predicted this a month ago, I said in about 30 days there's going to be karmic stuff unfolding all over the place. And I said it on a world scale, on a personal scale. There was going to be exposure. There was going to be things coming to the light. There was going to be people from the past re-emerging, whether dead or alive. Okay. And all of that is happening. It's all happening. And it's happening on a global scale, and it's happening on a personal scale. And it could even involve families or children, old home places, or places where your memories from childhood were or are. There's a lot here. This is loaded. And we're going to clarify that a lot. Oh, and it just started thundering. Oh my gosh, Taurus. Whoa. When I just said, I was just thinking like, we're going to unearth this, we're going to dig this, and all of a sudden, boom. I don't know if you probably couldn't hear it through my microphone, but wow. Yeah. Okay. Cards never lie, and neither do the elements around us. I literally brought in a storm. Okay. So your more extended future, excuse me, wow, it really got me, Taurus. Your more extended future here is the 7 of Cups. And this is sort of a nostalgic card as well. You can see him looking at all those cups from the past, looking at all that love and emotion from the past. I feel like you're going to be going over old ground, and that's not always what this card means, but I don't always read straight by the cards because I'm a medium and I'm a channel, and I get additional meanings, and there's definitely something here about reevaluating, going over old ground, as you can see here. And that's going to be in your more extended future. And, we've got what looks like the moon here again. That can be in a month's time. Okay, so there's something here about clarify. You're going over old ground because you're trying to clarify it. You're trying to have closure. And again, this can be, often Taurus, your readings, you guys are so, as a group, you're so spiritually evolved that a lot of times what comes in your readings is global. It's in your personal lives, but there's like this microcosm going on. So there's you over here, and then there's all this going on bigger and bigger. And I just get the sense there's a lot here in your reading in particular that covers your personal life and also something global, and it all sort of interacts in some way. I wish I had better words to describe that, but do you know what I mean? Are you following me? Sometimes these things get so big and so layered in readings that I feel like I can't fully articulate it. But there's something really big going on here, Taurus. So yeah, hang in there with me, okay? So other people might be seeing you going through some sleepless nights. Maybe there's something you're a little bit worried about, some anxiety and things like that. And yeah, because you've gone through some sort of a 10 of Swords. Okay, or you're concerned you're going to. So we've got the 9 and 10 of Swords side by side. Okay, and again, think in terms of, this could be in your personal life, and if it's not in your personal life, this is talking about something more global. Maybe there's some situation that you've been watching in the news, and maybe you're getting some answers to what's going on here that you're probably not getting in the news if you're following me. Okay. Really interesting. 10 of Swords is having to do with any kind of ending or something that's been feeling of the rug pulled out from under somebody, or some kind of catastrophe, some kind of really bad ending. Okay, bad endings. It can go from anything to bankruptcy to divorces to I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about all that. People who, okay, never mind. We're talking about people who pass and not, I really don't know how to say it in terms that, I'm just going to leave it right there. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so vague, but anyway, I have to follow certain rules on here. So, okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords, which is really fast moving energy, and I think that's a really interesting bird there. And this is the final outcome here, Taurus. So we've got two things going on. We've got two readings going on. We have got your reading, and we have got a global reading going on too at the same time. All right, so it's up to you to figure out which part of it fits you, which part of it might fit a story you are following. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is, it looks like he's riding a crow. And I just get the sense here that there's something really fast moving. Sometimes this can be a trouble energy, trouble spot that comes and goes really quickly. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening here, Taurus, in all these situations. Something that flares up and then goes away. So I'm trying to vibe out which cards we want to clarify with. I think we'll go with these. Let's go over to, let's go to Queen of Wands. And let's see what's happening. Excuse me. Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands for Taurus. That's the career woman. And she's very busy and very efficient. It's like I always say, if you want something done, give it to this Queen of Wands. She gets everything done. Okay? Queen of Wands is getting some kind of love offer. So Taurus, if you're looking for love, I feel like this is representing you. You might be getting an offer you will love, or an actual romantic love offer coming into the Queen of Wands. This could be an offer about a new job, okay? Because she can sometimes be the career woman. So there's something coming in here with offers. Might be hard to decide. Might be hard to decide if you should take this offer or not. Look at this Two of Swords, and didn't that come up? Yeah, the Two of Swords was also your crossing card, so it's come up twice now. That is a stalemate of energy, like having a hard time deciding which way to go. Here, this one fell out too. Here, she just fell out of the stack too. So you've got Queen of Wands twice, and you've got Two of Swords twice. So I feel like you, Taurus, you're in this energy right now of this very high energy card. I just get the sense you're having a hard time making decisions, or there's something maybe you don't want to see. You can see the blindfolds in these pictures, or there's something here where there's just a jam of energy, like a tug of war that you can't quite solve yet. And maybe you can't make the decision about this new offer you're getting because the energy's just kind of stuck. Let's ask, why is it stuck? That's my question. Why is it stuck? What's creating this jam? Because you want to leave. You feel like you stayed in a situation for too long. So here's the Eight of Cups. There's something here you want to walk away from. And that would make sense because also in your crossing card energy, you've got the Three of Swords. So something you want to part from. And let's go over, why is there Salamander? I'm really curious why this particular Knight of Wands showed up. Knight of Wands is the moving things up in the air card. Whoa, look at you getting your wish. So there's something about this Knight of Wands, also the Salamander card, which I just think is really, I love this. I don't know why it keeps catching my attention. But this is you getting your wish when you move ahead with this energy that's all up in the air. There's a lot of energy here, Taurus. I don't know if I'm properly, again, I feel like this is so big, I'm not sure I'm hitting all the right words for it. It's so big, you know. But you're getting your wish. So I feel like your wish is to move. I feel like your wish is to either move into a new job or into a new house or into a new location, or connect with this exciting, passionate Knight of Wands from afar, somebody that doesn't live near you. Maybe that's why you want to move. Maybe that's why you have to separate from something to go be with this Knight of Wands. Okay. So the legal situation that was unfair or imbalance is moving into the past. Yeah, the truth was revealed. Remember, we had the Justice card flipped. The truth was revealed here, Taurus. So this is good. This is super good. It's like cloud with the silver lining. I feel like that's already happened. It's bringing you into this cloud right now. I mean, the silver lining right now. And then a new future. Here's where it got really deep. The Six of Cups next to the Two of Cups reversed, all right? So this is where it got really loaded for me, for you, for you, okay? Because this can be two meanings. This can be somebody from the past, somebody from your past who's in your future, because this is the future position. This is going to be happening like today when you watch this through like next week. Okay, because I read for you weekly, so this is up close. This is immediate future. Either you're going to connect from somebody from the past, or you're going to disconnect from somebody from your past. Somebody maybe you've been with a long time, or somebody you reconnected with, and you're like, no, that's why we didn't ever get off the ground to begin with, because they've still got their same problems. Two of Cups are two things standing apart or pulling apart, you know, two people. On a bigger, larger global scale, we can have two main people, masculine and feminine, involving children in some situation from the past, okay? It's big in the news right now. That's what's on my mind. And I feel like this is a place, if we're looking at just Taurus, just your personal lives, this could be a home place. This could be a place where you had childhood memories, happy childhood memories, okay? Now, if we go to the other thing that's going on with this upside down couple involving a place with children, okay? I'm going to leave it right there. It's in the immediate future. So there's going to, if you're following that, I think there's going to be some news about that. And this news is going to be like reevaluating everything. Look at all those cups, 7 of cups under the moon. And I think this is really interesting. This is the more extended future. It's going to be in a month's time. And again, this is not the exact meaning of this card. I do know the meanings of the cards, but I'm also reading clairvoyantly for you. So there's something here that's going to be in your personal life, Taurus. Because again, we've got this microcosm going on again in Taurus reading. This happens sometimes. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen. It happens often, and it's really doesn't happen anywhere else on my channel, but here, you guys are special. See, so Taurus, there's something here about reevaluating all the emotions. In Mercury retrograde, man, it'll make you do it. Okay, even if you don't want to. Things will come up from the past and you will reevaluate every single situation and go over it, over and over it. And I feel like that's some of what's going on. Like, what happened with that relationship? Well, why did that one go the way it did? Well, why did this one work out? And this one was happy, but this one, you know, this one has regrets. This one has happiness. It's like on and on like a loop. Okay, as you can see there. And it puts you in a fog. And the 7 of Cups does mean fog. And I feel like for the next month, I know, I'm sorry, but I feel like for the next month, Mercury retrograde's going to be kind of kicking you in the butt with things like that. Just bringing up stuff from yesterday, stuff from last year, stuff from 5th grade. I'm not kidding you. I feel like the whole gamut. I don't know why an actual astrologer who reads charts and all that stuff, which I don't, could tell you why. You know, and maybe somebody is here watching this, weigh in on this. Which planet is, you know, kicking us in the butt so much with Mercury this time, Mercury retrograde? Because I sense it emotionally, empathically, and clairvoyantly for you, Taurus, that this Mercury retrograde is heavy, really heavy, as you can see here. And it's going to bring up so much stuff. All right. So why are you having anxiety? Let's look at this one, Taurus. Why the anxiety, sleepless nights? Why the anxiety and sleepless nights? Oh, because of the 2 of Cups. Here it is upright. Here it was reversed. 2 of Cups. So Queen of Wands, 2 of Swords, and 2 of Cups have all come up 2 times. I don't think that's an accident, guys. In your immediate future, it was showing up like they were coming apart. Whoever this was, maybe a past lover or something like that. Right here it is with, you know, like the nightmares and stuff that you're having, or sleepless nights over this relationship. Maybe wanting a reconciliation, because sometimes this can be a reconciliation card as well. And especially for it to come up that way, it very well could be. So your hopes and fears is 10 of Swords, the bad ending card. I'm pretty sure that has to do with the couple here too. Yeah. There's 5 of Cups with this. This is a lot of sadness and grieving, and I feel like you're really worried, like you're going to go through a sad situation. Okay, a sad ending, a betrayal, that sort of thing. So let's see where this goes. Taurus, this was a interesting, but a little bit heavy reading. I'll be honest. This is not one of those light, happy readings that I say I'm going to change my sign to Taurus. You know, I'm always saying that. This one, I'll just stay over here on Sagittarius until I see what Sag reading says. Today, I'm going to stay Sagittarius because this is a hard reading, and I'm not trying to make light of it, because if you're going through this, it's difficult, no doubt about it. Let's clarify this Knight of Swords riding his crow. Knight of Swords, fast-moving energy here for Taurus. Here's a King of Wands. Wow. So he's the divine counterpart of who came up earlier with this Queen of Wands, who came up twice. Remember her over here? She was the first card up with all the sunflowers. You know, she always has sunflowers. She came up twice. And to clarify the Knight of Swords, you've got King of Wands. So there we go. Divine counterparts, your final outcome. There's some kind of a trouble spot with potentially a King of Wands. He's very charismatic, sometimes a fire sign. There's a lot of passion here, Taurus, a lot of passion in this reading. And truth coming out, a lot of changes, a lot of reevaluating. Like, I think that's going to be maybe the hardest thing for you, maybe even right now already, going into next week or the next couple of weeks. I think you're going to just, some of you are going to drive yourself crazy evaluating and analyzing and reanalyzing and overanalyzing and overthinking, because Mercury retrograde keeps you in this loop of memories. Yeah, okay, so I'm asking, what does Taurus need to know about all this? You're going to get some messages. You're going to get some messages about this, maybe some sort of a fiery message, and maybe a passionate message, maybe that person from afar who's giving you a love offer. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. You're going to get like a love letter or the equivalent of that. Oh, and something really good's coming up. Okay, here's where we get back to your energy, Taurus, with this Wheel of Fortune. This is more what I'm used to seeing with you. I feel like some of you got a roller coaster going on, but then it brings you to the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so actually this whole thing is turning in your favor. All right, here it is, Wheel of Fortune, turning in your favor. All right, let's ask, is there anything else Taurus needs to know? Anything else Taurus needs to know here? Or any advice, or anything they want to tell you? Yeah, there might be something that you have to part from, and it's going to be a temporary pain, and then it heals. Okay, it brings in your Wheel of Fortune ultimately, but it's not fun in the meantime. And that can go to anything from any kind of separation. It can go to dental work, even. It can go to minor surgeries and things like that. There could be, health things connected, but mostly what I'm picking up here, it goes to relationship, changing relationship, and somebody from the past, Look at this 8 of Wands. Yeah. So Taurus, there's something really good coming in. So here's your final word. 8 of Wands is success, fast moving energy to your advantage. Good luck. Lots of communication here with the 8 of Wands, and maybe even a trip or a plane flight or something like that for some of you. And I feel like on that, your luck is going to really start to turn and change into this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this today, and thank you all so much for being here. It's always such a pleasure. And be sure to check out Chippy's video, which I'm going to try to put right here. And Chippy, when I come tell them, say, come watch Sheriff Chippy do his thing. And he does a really interesting reading for you, Taurus, that I think is going to go kind of hand in hand with this one. So be sure to give it a look. And check out Personals readings if you want. Information's below. Hit the ... where it says more, and that'll click the whole thing open. Scroll down, it's at the bottom. So I'll see you soon. Thanks so much, Taurus. I love you guys. Bye.